So I'll just start just straight away. And just lastly, I guess when I asked Haroon what I should do, he sort of just said, give us your journey in poetry, kind of. So I thought this one I did for the first time here, and I couldn't remember the words, and it was a catastrophe. So hopefully this won't be that bad. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, thank you. So and then anyway. So it's called I guess I should say that just small context. There was I used to go to a restaurant on Goldhawk Road, and the waiter there, his name was Thames, and I wrote it and I mentioned him in it. So I called him and asked the restaurant and asked him for permission, and he said, yeah, that's really great and everything, and I don't want to stop your creativity, but the restaurant's not actually on Goldhawk Road, it's Uxbridge Road. So this is called Note from Thames. It's actually not Goldhawk Road, it's Uxbridge Road. For the longest time, I've been frozen from the source to the sea. Stagnant and other synonyms for no movement, not still like some mindful yogi, but trapped in the same fractured fractals, watching people skate over me. From my bed in which I lie, in sediment things like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I say it 3 times, said and not meant, and then wait for the algorithm to kick in. And you? I remember my spring running from the mountain top water view, down to the green valley dale freely, like a church bell rings out across that sleeping Sunday market square clearly. My journey's start and end was told in the drops of water on rocks. Bong, 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 bong. Magic spells and syllables intoned in the ripples over the stones and moss. The rainbow fish scales glisten silver in the morning sun and golden in the falling one. Sacred labyrinthine geometry of mimesis and symmetry. I remember when a meander would make me smile, and the maps of being before the record trapped time and chance in their endless dance were folded in mystery. I remember the hymns and songs in my shallows. As they cleaned their sheets white, they would billow in a warm summer breeze, then float into my deeps into the night. Now I try to disguise my interest in the Tenor Man advert on the Hammersmith and City line. No more dribble dramas. That's no worries. My pattern follows me, and yet each time feels so fresh and new and full of opportunity. And with the course set out before me, it was miscellaneous that said, trust the pattern and not the apology. I'm sorry, but what more, barkeep? Have you any other drinks delicious as this one? The oysters were wonderful. Did I tell you about this flow that I seek? I gaslit me. Down an old Victorian cobblestone street comes a man with a ladder with a cloth cap on. That used to be a job, you know. Where do all the lost things go? Yeah, my brother Thames, he runs the Thai place on Goldhawk Road. He will stand side on if he doesn't know you, though. One bright day he was stood outside and watched a darkening cloud in a clear blue bright sky. That was smoke blowing on a wind. Fire on his friend's high rise. Burnt for 60 hours. Are you listening? People have died. Best leave this wedding party early, the Kensington Borough Councillor said. Bad optics, you see, to be celebratory when there's weeping in the streets of my constituency. For the longest time, I've been frozen from the source to the sea. I was clear, now polluted. I wasn't careful about what I took in. What your gaze ingests, that's what Anton Ego ordered as a side dish in Ratatouille. That and other things I've forgotten. Maybe I forgot how to get home like Dorothy. She's long gone with the red shoes on. I remember the dance of my shadow in the warming sun. Not today, but perhaps maybe tomorrow I will start to thaw. Back to pure water. And with the strength of all those that went before me, wash the sorrow of all our traumas to the sea. And if I do, Maybe you will come and sit by me again, as they used to singing. Down by the river, baby. Down by the river, baby. Come lay your bones on the alabaster stones and be my ever-loving babe. But we won't be the same, because that's the gift of the seasons when they change. Thank you. That's what's it called? Yeah, it's called Lovers Hold Yourselves for Your Loves. Yeah. I'm just talking shit. I'm single. So, 07935 849. Yes, Sunday roast. But anyway, yeah, I tell you, it's slim pickings out here. I book house viewings with estate agents and pretend they're dates. Yeah, I know. They're trying to sell me a 40-meter squared South Croydon one-bed with a share of the freehold for 280 grand. And I'm looking at them and I'm wondering if this is fate. Lewis from Foxtons is like, why are you trying to hold my hand, Ben? Boundaries. Next week I might go M&S and chat to that mannequin. Again. I'm sliding into each DM's knuckle-headed. I'm just looking for a friend to tell me this day-to-day forgetting of what happens when you don't look after your love and it ends. Late again. Why did I let things escalate? Should have tiptoed along the narrow and straightened instead of jumping through the barriers at the big double gates. He had gripped my arm with the alarm of someone who had seen your death. Don't go that way, he said. There was something in the length of the intermittent and rare strand of hair that clung to his bald dome that spoke of a particular long-held melancholy and abandon. His grey suit, old and done, fitted well, but threadbare hung from him like his body, had escaped from the coffin, was a runaway cadaver, or skeleton, and bony fingers and 2 long nails were frozen, held between taking or leaving of the rollie in his mouth by his impassive stare. Fixed on some distant reverie in the vanishing vista of all his past memories, running away from him down a busy rush-hour Baker Street. His eye roved back to mine to tell me this: I see you, my brother, and the path you walk on. At night sneaking out the garden gate like I've not caught on. I hear you, my brother, and the tall tales you tell to yourself and others. Let's call them lies. I find you, my brother, in the places you hide from the sunrise and the morning birdsong. I protect you when you walk the streets alone at night crying. Why do you do that? All that weeping. Don't tell me. I already know. But searching for the person with the wild cut-eye and the righteous song in their throat, let them go. Better to run for your life to a faraway shore and there on distant sands under a different sky, find yourself and ask them if they remember her and how it went and where the time flew. And he may fold and break and fall in sobs. Take him in your arms, hold him, and with soft words tell him that for all that he traded, he was loved too. And as he released my arm from his talon grip and his other palm slipped from my waist, I knew now I was always cursed to remember that which I should have never ever forgot. Lovers, hold yourselves for your loves. You may only get one shot. Thank you.